Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the next video in learning Quran Qaida, and this is the next session of the same lesson which we are doing right now, basic word combinations. So let's continue. I'll take one word at a time from the right, and I'll show you how it's constructed by deconstructing it. So this letter here, this word here is Noon Meme. So let me write that here first, the way it's written. Sorry. Alright, so this is Noon Meme. So this is of course way, the way it's written here is a calligraphic way. I'm going to give you a simple form, so this is also equivalent to something like Noon Meme, just like this, and it is made up of the letters Noon and Meme, or this meme if you want to, whatever you want to choose. So I'll just write a slash here, whatever you want to write. So Noon takes this form of this form when it's in the beginning of the word, and Meme appears full because it's at the end of this very simple word. So it's Noon Meme, something like this, Noon Meme, like so. So this was Noon Meme. Now comes Ta Meme, Ta Meme. So we write this like so. We write Ta, and there's this way of writing Ta Meme. Notice the dots are right next to each other. This can also be written as simply like this, Ta Meme. It's made up of the letters Ta and Meme. So I'll write Meme like this. So Ta takes the, when it's in the beginning of the word, takes this form, Ta, and then comes Meme. And when you use the fluent writing, you can just write like this, Ta Meme. So this was Ta Meme. The next is Ta Meme, Ta Meme. So let's write that. This is Ta Meme, like so. This is a bit too much. All right, Ta Meme. So it can be written just as simple as this. Sorry, forgive me. Like so, Ta Meme. And this is of course the combination of the letters Ta and Meme. So this is a way of writing Meme. So Ta is in the beginning of this simple word, so Ta takes this form, and Meme is in the end of this word, so Meme takes its full form, Ta Meme, the full form, which is this, in this way of writing, full form, and this becomes Ta Meme, Ta Meme. Right, so next is Ba Ya. The way it's written is like so. Ba Ya, right? So excuse me, this is Very simple. It's made up of the word letters ba and ya. The dots of ya are not shown here because they will mix up with the other dots, so it will become a bit messy. So it's understood when this is the construct, then this is ba and the rest of it is automatically understood as ya because it looks like ya, right? So ba here takes this form, as we know already, like tha here, like ba. So ba would be like this, and then you just make a round like so, making it ba ya. So I'll just rewrite it for you. Ba ya. So this dot here is roughly beneath this ba. It's not here and it's not anywhere else. It's almost beneath, exact below this vertical line, ba, and then it is ba ya. We have covered this one. Next is very interesting because it's two ya. So it's ya. Oops, sorry. It's ya. Anything which has two dots below it is a ya, and this big construct is also a ya. So this is ya ya. So let me write that for you. This is a ya plus another ya. So the first ya, which takes the first form, is of course like this because it's in the beginning of the word, right? So that is the ya, and then you just join it with this big circle, making it a ya ya, and this big circle doesn't take two dots beneath because it's understood that this big circle is a ya. I'll rewrite this for you. I'll take this line a bit below for beautification and to help writing this ya. So these two dots appear here, which is the dots of this construct, which is ya, and then this big thing is also a ya, making it ya ya. This one is noon ya. So you've already seen ba ya here. You've already seen ba ya, and now I'm going to show you noon ya. So noon is also like this. So anything which has a single dot on above it is a noon. So it is a noon ya. Let me show it to you. So this is a noon plus a ya. And of course noon takes this form when it's in the beginning of any word, and then there is a ya which attaches to it, noon ya. Let me write that again for you. So this is, I'll take this line a bit lower like so for beautification, and I will make it round like this. So this is a noon ya as shown here. The next is ta ya. Ta ya. Ta ya. It's made up of the letters ta and ya, and it becomes of course the first form of ta, and then you join a ya. So I'll make it a bit beautiful like so. Ta ya. The next is tha ya, which is like so. thaya, that is equal to tha plus ya. So tha takes the first, so since it's in the beginning of the words, it takes this form, and then you just attach this round thing, making it thaya, right? Then comes next word, which is noon ba lam. Now this is a 3-letter word. Very good. Let me show you how it's written. Noon ba lam. All right, so noon has this dot on top, so we know it's a noon. Anything which has a single dot below it automatically becomes a ba, and at the end the word has its full form, which is lam, very easy to recognize. So now we have these 3 letters in action, noon and ba and lam. Now the interesting part here is this is the first 3-letter word, I believe, in our exercise. So something now appears in the middle. So there is some letter which is in the beginning of the word, there is one letter which is at the end of the word, and there is one letter which is in the middle of the word. And I've already shown you how letters appear when they are in the beginning or the middle or the end of any word. So this is actually a construct which is made up of noon and then ba and then full lam. So in fluent writing it is just one round construct, noon, another round construct, ba, and then you just extend it to make it a lam and then bring it down like so. Noon ba lam, noon ba lam, like so. This one. Now comes ta noon lam. So this is just the same as before. This is how it's written. You have ta, you have noon, and you have lam. This is made up of ta, noon, and lam. 3 letters. Ta is in the beginning, so it takes this form. Noon is in the middle, so it takes this form. And then lam is at the end, so it takes this form. So this is ta, noon, lam. Again, ta, noon, lam, like so. Next is ba ya lam. Interesting. All right, so I'll just show, I'll go to the next page. Ba ya lam. Notice a single dot beneath a construct, that is ba. 2 dots beneath anything is a ya. So now we have these alphabet in play: ba, ya, and lam. Right? So ba takes this form, ba, and then it just joins, makes another ya, and then lam joins it like so. So this becomes ba ya lam. A ba here, two dots here, ba ya lam. Then next is ya ta lam. Ya ta and then lam. Oh, this is a big lam. So ya ta lam. Yes, so this is ya. These two dots here are ta and then lam. So now it is ya in the beginning plus ta in the middle plus lam at the end. So ya has this form in the beginning of any word, and then there is ta. So ta takes this form, and then there is lam. So now it becomes in fluent way like this. Ya has two dots beneath it, ta has two dots above it, and then lam, ya ta lam, as shown here. Next is tha lam. Looks like a horrible example. Let me rewrite that. Tha lam, like so. Tha lam. So this is of course made up of the letters tha, another tha, and a lam. So it takes this form. The first tha of course takes this form, tha, and then the next tha, and then the lam, tha lam. Looks like so. Tha lam. Right. Then it's a new type of word which is noon ba noon. Let's try to write that. So you see this noon, this line is a bit lower than this ba, which is going a bit up. So this is just beautification, and I will try to use that. Noon ba noon. So it's made up of the letters noon, ba, and noon again. Oops, horrible noon. Noon. So first form of noon is like this, middle form of ba is like so, which is ba, and then comes lam. So it becomes noon ba lam. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry. Why did I attach a lam here? Sorry. I'm sorry. So this noon ba noon is noon ba noon. Right, like so. So it's made up of these combinations. Noon is in the beginning of the word, so it is noon and ba, and then noon is at the end also, which will take its full form, noon ba noon. It's very late in the night, so I'm just losing the track. Noon ba noon. Okay, so noon ba noon, like so. Very good. Then we come to ta, ya, noon. Ta, ya, noon. And this of course is made up of the letters ta and ya and noon. So this of course ta is in the beginning, so it takes this form ta, and then ya is in the middle now, so ya will take this form, and noon is at the end, so it will take its full form ta, ya, noon. So I'll just write it again in a fluent way. Ta, ya, noon. Then comes the next construct, which is ya, ta, noon. So here is ya, ta, noon. This one, ya, ta, noon. So it's made up of the letters, same letters as above, but different order, because ya is in the beginning now, ta is in the middle now, and noon is still at the end. Ya, ta, noon. So ya will take this form, which is in the beginning, ya. Ta will take this form, and noon will just join it as full form. So if I write it in fluent way, ya, ta, noon. Then is ta, ta, noon. It's just ta, ta, noon. Ta, ta, noon. There's a tha in the beginning, there's a tha in the middle, two tha, and then there's a noon. So it's made up of these letters, and tha would take this form in the beginning of the word. The other tha will take this form in the middle of the word, and then noon will appear full, tha, tha, noon. So just let me write this, tha, tha, noon. This one. The next is letter Jim, which just looks like this. It's a standalone letter alphabet, Jim. Ha is also, we have already covered in the early videos. Ha is just a letter. Kha is another letter appearing independently. So the purpose to show this is because we are now going to make combinations out of these. All right. So let's write this word, which is ha and tha. So it's written like so, ha and tha. It's very easy. So you have the letters ha, because it doesn't have any dots, so it's ha and a tha at the end, which appears in its full form, ha and tha. So when ha is in the beginning of a word and joining this plate-like structure, so it appears like so. Let me show you. Ha, it goes like this. Oh, sorry, this is too narrow. Ha, like so, and then it goes a bit up, like so. And or even if you don't want to take it up, you can just think that it is just the standard ha which comes all the way here, and then which is joined with tha, like so. So now we can write it fluently like so, ha, and join it with tha, like so. Beautiful. Ha, tha. This one. Now comes kha, ba. So this is kha because we know that it has one dot on top of it. So this is kha, and this plate-like structure has one dot beneath it. So it's a ba. Kha, ba. So it's made up of kha plus ba. When kha is in the beginning, just like this ha, it will appear like so. And then ba, I'm sorry, here dot kha, and then ba will join it. Kha, ba. So in a fluent writing, I would just take it up here and make it a ba. Kha, ba. This one. Next is jim, ta. So now this construct has a dot beneath it, so it's a jim. So this is jim. Notice this is in the middle, at the center of this construct, which can also be considered below it if we cut it off here, right? Jim, ta. So this is again just like ha and kha. Jim, and then you attach a ta with it, and it becomes like so in a fluent way. Jim, ta. Jim, ta. Notice when I write, I go from right to left, and when I want to put dots, I go in the reverse order. That's just a way of writing. I don't go all the way back and then start putting the dots. So okay, we have covered jim, ta, which is here. Next is a three-letter combination, ta, ha, ta. So first of all, this is just beautification. This is this small little line, ta, and then there is a ha, and then there is a ta. Now this is ta because it has two dots on top of it next to each other. This construct here doesn't have any dots, so this is a ha, and this is ta. So this is made up of ta, ha, and ta again. And the way it's made up is this thing is not necessary, this small little decoration, so I'm going to rub it off for you like so. So it's going to be the joined with a ha, joined with a ta. See? So if I write it fluently, it would look like this. Ta, ha, ta. Like so. Ta, ha, ta. Beautiful. Ta, ha, ta. Then is ya, jim, ba. Again, a small little thing. Ya. And then there's a jim, and then there's a ba. So this time the dots are not above, notice they are below. Here they were above, so it was a ta. Here they are below, so it's a ya. So this word is actually made up of ya, jim, because I see a dot here below it, and ba. So this would be ya. Okay, I have to extend it a little bit because ya, and then jim. So ya, jim, ba. If I write it fluently, I'm going to write it as ya, jim, ba. Ya, jim, ba. Alright, so let's move to the new page. We have covered ya, jim, ba. Now we cover this word, which is ba, kha, ta. So this is like so. So it can be written as simply, as I've told you countless times, this thing here is not necessary. Ba, kha, ta. It's made up of 3 letters, which is ba, kha, and ta, which will look like ba joined with the kha joined with the ta. Ba, kha, ta. So I'll write it like so in a fluent writing. Ba, kha, ta. Next is just the letter ta. This is another way of writing ta. Okay, we have covered this already. Then this is another way of writing ha. This is individual letter ha. This is ba, ta. So sometimes when ta appears at the end, ta is a special case. I think I told you when I was showing you different shapes of the letters, if they appear in the beginning or in the middle or in the end of the word. Ta was a special case. Ta can change its shape. So this is what the case is here. So this word, as you see, is as written here, like so. Alright, let me just try to mimic. Ba, ta. But the easier way to write it is ba, ta, like so. This is easier. And this is made up of the word ba and ta, right? So since ba is in the beginning, ba takes the form as this, and ta is a special case. When it appears at the end of the word, it changes its shape. So it is something like so, right? So you can write it like ba, ta. This is another way of writing ba, ta. This is what it is, ba, ta. This one. This is ya, ha. So let's write that, ya, ha. Or you can also write it as ya, ha, like so. Both are the same. So this is made up of two letters, which is ya and ha. This is not like this. That's something else. That's lam alif. So this is not ha. So ha is just a round figure with just two lines going sideways from the top like a knot. So ya is in the beginning, so it takes this form ya, and ha is special, so this takes this form like so. So ya, ha, or you can write it like ya, ha, like so. Both are same. Right, then comes ta ha. This is another way of writing ha. This ha here. When it comes at the end, then it takes sometimes this form as well. You have seen it. You have seen this form of ha at the end, but this is also possible. So if you see something like this, this is ta ha. So if you notice, this is just a bit short or lazy form of, if you write this ta ha, so instead of writing like this, you just say like so, right? So this is just that. Ta ha. It's made up of ta and ha. So this is ta, which takes this form, and then ha, which takes this form, and that's it. So this becomes ta ha. Ta ha. You can also write it like this sometimes. Actually, this ya ha can be written as ya ha. This ba ta can also be written as like so. Very easy. So ta ha. Next comes noon ta. So this ta which you saw here has now another form. You don't need to worry about lots of forms. These are shown here because different Quran or different areas in the world use a slightly different way of writing. So we are showing you all the different ways so you can recognize a way of writing. So noon ta is made up of noon plus ta. And since ta is in the end, so it appears as this ta, which appears as actually this ta, right? So this becomes noon, which is in the beginning of the word, takes this form, and then there is this something like this, which is also a short form of ta. So it becomes noon ta. Like, oh, sorry, this was just noon, not noon, and these two dots belong here. And it can also be written as noon ta, like so, just so you know. Alright, next is the letter ha, which just stands here as individual letter ha. And the next is a combination which uses ha. So it's let's see, this word appears as ya, and then it goes like this and like so. Let me redraw it for you. Yeah, and then it starts from the bottom, goes up, and then makes a loop, and then it becomes a ba. So ya, ha, ba. It's made up of 3 letters, ya and ha and ba. So ya is in the beginning, so it takes this form ya. Ha is in the middle, so it takes this form, which I can draw like so. And ba. And if I write it fluently, it is like so. Ya, ha, ba. Right? Ya, ha, ba. Then is ba, ha, alif. Ba, ha, alif. So this way of writing again is of course calligraphy, but I'll just mimic it anyway. So what it's doing is something like this, going up, like this, right? It's the easier way is just like this. Ba, ha, alif, something like this. This one, ba, ha, alif. So it's made up of 3 letters, ba, ha, alif. Ba, ha, alif. When alif appears at the end, it joins with the preceding letter. So this is ba, which is in the beginning, and then ha, which is in the middle, and then alif, which is at the end. So it becomes ba, ha, alif. Next is ba, ha, mim, and this is another way of writing ha. So this is, the way they have written is like this. Ba, ha, mim. So this ha sometimes may contain like so, not necessary always, but if it is there, it still means aha. Without it, this sharp pointy thing pointing below towards the bottom is also ha. So this can be written as like this, ba, ha, mim. Like so. And it's made up of the words or letters, not words. Ba plus ha. So, and mim. So the first letter is ba, and then is ha, and then is mim, which becomes ba, ha, mim. But I doubt that you will see it in the Quran. Most of the time you will see this ha if it appears in the middle of the word, somewhere in the middle, because a word can consist of many letters. So somewhere in the middle, anywhere in the middle, not the end, not the beginning, anywhere in between these two positions. Then is the next letter dal, which is just the letter dal, so nothing scientific about it. Dal, that's also an individual letter, dal. And now comes Jim dal, and the way this dal is written is very confusing to Arabic newcomers. because this is almost like noon, and people don't understand. If dal looks like this, why it is made like this? And for the life of me, I don't understand why they write it like this. I have this is a tendency in Pakistani printed Quran or Qaida, that they have this. Otherwise, this would be very easily be written as like Jim Dal. This is more easy to understand. But anyhow, so now you understand this is Jim and this is Dal. They are made up of the letters Jim and the letter Dal. It can also be written as Dal, can also be written as round. It can be pointy. It can never be very pointy and vertical, because then it becomes raw. So Jim plus Dal, or as it appears here, Jim plus Dal. So this becomes the first part of Jim, and Dal becomes Jim I'm not used to writing this type of Dal, so it's horrible for me. But you can easily understand it as Jim and then Dal. This is more easier to understand. But just so you know, this is Jim Dal here. Now comes Kha Dal. I hope I can finish this in this page. So Kha, and then the same type of construct, Kha. This is a bit more, I don't know who is this guy who invented this. Kha Dal, because this looks like a noon, which is completely wrong, but we can't do anything. It shows like this here. This is not noon, this is Kha Dal. So it's actually correctly written as Kha Dal, like so, or even Kha Dal, more round. Like so. Very easy. And of course it's made up of the letters Kha and the letter, I'm sorry to write it this way, Dal, but this is not Dal. So let me just remove all the confusion by just adding the correct Dal. Kha Dal. So Kha and Dal, or Kha Dal, it just becomes Kha Dal. There you go. I've never dissected Kha Dal this much in my life. Alright, the next letter is Ra, and the next letter is just Za. This is not Dal, because Dal looks like this. Yeah, I don't understand. They showed Dal properly, they show Dal properly, but then they change its shape here, completely different. This is silly. Za, so we were at Za, and now we comes to Jim Ra. This one, Jim Ra. So Jim, and then there's another, this construct Ra. This can very easily be written as Jim Ra, just like that, because Ra is like this, so this represents Ra. And of course it's a combination of Jim plus Ra. or the raw shown here. So I'll just mimic what's there, something like this. So this is raw. Like so, raw. So Jim and then raw, which is equal to Jim raw, or more properly Jim and then raw, just like that, Jim raw. Then the last word is kha za. Kha za. Now to untrained eye this would also look like noon, so it's not noon. That's why I don't like this. I don't know who invented this. So this is actually kha ra, just like that. Kha and za. Notice the difference of notice the distance between these two dots. They are not joined together, so they are definitely two different letters. One belongs to this one. This is kha and this is za. So this is kha plus, forgive me for writing this, za, or this za, that is equal to kha za, which is equal to kha za, which should actually just look very simply as kha za. That's it. All right, so we have finished this exercise as well. So now I'll just do the last page of this exercise. So I see you in the next video. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum.